Tomi and Sakura are parents whose children, Leo and Hana, are in the same class at school. This is their first time meeting each other at a school parent meeting. As they introduce themselves, they realize that their children are friends, and they discuss arranging a playdate for the kids. The conversation is a pleasant first interaction that sets the foundation for a new connection between the families.
Hi there. I don't think we've met before. Are you here for the parent meeting?
Yes, I am. This is my first time attending. I'm Sakura. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Sakura. I'm Tomi. Which child is yours?
My daughter is Hana. She's in the same class as your child, I believe.
Oh, Hana. My son Leo talks about her all the time. They seem to get along well.
That's good to hear. Hana has mentioned Leo a few times too. They must be good friends.
It's great that they've connected. It makes school more enjoyable for them.
Absolutely. It's always a relief to know your child has a friend at school.
Definitely. Is this your first year at the school?
Yes, we just moved to the area a few months ago. Everything is still pretty new to us.
Welcome to the neighborhood. How are you finding it so far?
Thank you. It's been nice so far. Everyone has been very welcoming.
That's great to hear. If you ever need any recommendations or help, feel free to ask.
I appreciate that. It's a bit overwhelming, but we're settling in slowly.
It takes time, but you'll find your rhythm. How is Hana adjusting?
She's doing well, thankfully. The teachers and students have been really kind.
That's wonderful. Leo had a bit of a tough time at first, but now he loves it here.
I'm glad to hear that. Moving can be hard on kids, but it sounds like he's adapted well.
He has. Having good friends like Hana has made all the difference.
I'm really glad they have each other. Maybe we should arrange a play date for them.
That's a great idea. I'm sure Leo would love that.
I'll check with Hana and see what day works best. It would be nice for them to hang out outside of school.
Absolutely. It's important for them to build friendships beyond the classroom.
Yes, I agree. Plus, it gives us parents a chance to connect too.
True. We could plan something where the whole family gets together.
That sounds lovely. Maybe a weekend outing at the park?
Perfect. There's a nice park nearby where the kids can play and we can relax.
That would be great. I'm sure Hana will be excited.
Leo too. It'll be fun for all of us.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. I'm glad we had the chance to meet today.
Yes, it's nice to finally put a face to the name Hana's been mentioning.
Same here with Leo. It's nice to know who he's spending time with at school.
Exactly. It's reassuring to know he has good friends.
Well, I suppose we should get ready for the meeting.
Yes, we should. It was great talking with you, Tomi.
You too, Sakura. Let's keep in touch about the playdate.
Absolutely. I'll see you around.
See you soon.
Tomi and Sakura meet for the first time at a technology conference focusing on the latest innovations in virtual reality and software development. Tomi, a software engineer specializing in AI and machine learning, notices Sakura at a VR exhibit and decides to introduce himself. Sakura, a mobile app developer with a focus on educational tools, shares her enthusiasm for new technologies. They find common ground in their professional interests and discuss potential collaborations, exchanging contact information with plans to meet up later to further discuss their fields and possible joint projects.
Hi there, I'm Tomi. I noticed you were looking at the same VR display as me. What do you think of it?
Oh, hello, Tomi. I'm Sakura. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? The resolution and immersion are top-notch.
Absolutely. I was just thinking the same. Are you here for work or just exploring?
A bit of both, actually. I work as a developer, so I'm always on the lookout for the latest in tech. How about you?
I'm a software engineer. Like you, I'm here to see what's new and maybe find inspiration for my next project.
That's exciting. What's your area of focus in software engineering?
I specialize in AI and machine learning. It's a field that's as challenging as it is rewarding. And you, what do you develop?
I'm into mobile app development specifically for educational tools. It's fulfilling to build something that helps others learn.
That sounds incredibly rewarding. Education needs more innovative tools like what you're working on.
Thank you, Tomi. I believe technology has a lot to offer in transforming education. Have you worked on any projects in education?
Not directly, but I've collaborated on a few projects where AI was integrated into educational platforms for personalized learning experiences.
That's fascinating. The potential for customized learning is limitless with AI.
Exactly. It's all about creating more intuitive and responsive systems. Speaking of technology, have you attended any interesting talks today?
Yes, I just came from a talk on cybersecurity in mobile applications. It's quite an eye-opener with the evolving threats.
Oh, that sounds right up your alley with mobile development. Cybersecurity is crucial.
It is. Keeping up with security measures is as important as developing new features. What's the most interesting thing you've seen at the event so far?
There was this interactive session on the use of AI in real-time language translation. It's amazing how far we've come in breaking down language barriers.
That would be incredibly useful in education as well. Multilingual tools are essential in classrooms today.
Definitely. By the way, if you're free later, would you like to grab a coffee? There's a great little place just around the corner from here.
That sounds lovely. I'd like that, Tomi. It's always good to exchange ideas with someone in the field.
Great. It's a date then. Maybe we could discuss more on tech applications in education over coffee?
I would enjoy that. There's so much to talk about, from user interface design to the integration of artificial intelligence.
Absolutely. And perhaps we could explore potential collaborations. It seems our areas of expertise could complement each other well.
I agree. Collaborating could lead to some innovative solutions. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. It's not every day you meet someone with such aligned interests and a passion for tech.
Indeed. It's refreshing to meet someone as enthusiastic about their work as you are.
Thank you, Sakura. I think this could be the beginning of a great partnership.
I think so too, Tomi. Let's make sure to exchange contact information.
Definitely. Here's my business card, and let's set a time for that coffee.
Here's mine as well. How about right after the next keynote session?
Perfect. I'll see you then, Sakura.
Looking forward to it, Tomi. See you soon.
Tomi and Sakura meet for the first time on an international flight. Tomi is seated next to Sakura, and they strike up a conversation to pass the time. Tomi is traveling for leisure, seeking a break from his routine, while Sakura is en route to a conference, but plans to explore the city afterward. They discover mutual interests in photography and solo travel, leading to plans to meet up post their respective itineraries, to share experiences and explore together.
Hello, I'm Tomi. Looks like we'll be next to each other for a while. What's your name?
Hi, Tomi. I'm Sakura. It's nice to meet you. Are you traveling for work or pleasure?
Purely pleasure this time. I needed a break from the daily routine. How about yourself?
I'm actually heading to a conference, but I'm planning to extend my stay to explore a bit. What do you do back home?
I work in software development. It's as exciting as it is stressful sometimes. And you?
I'm a graphic designer. It allows me to be creative and pays the bills, so it's perfect. What made you choose this destination for your break?
I've heard great things about the culture and the landscapes here. Plus, I'm hoping to do some photography. What's the conference about?
It's about sustainable design. Looking forward to gaining some insights and meeting people from the field. Speaking of photography, are there any spots you'd recommend for great shots?
Oh, you should definitely check out the Old Town. The architecture is a perfect blend of old and new, and at sunset, the light is just magical.
That sounds amazing. I'll make sure to take my camera with me. Do you often travel alone?
Quite often, yes. It's refreshing to have complete control over your itinerary. What about you? Do you enjoy solo travel?
I do, though I sometimes miss having someone to share the moments with.
I get that. Solo travel has its perks, but it's nice to share experiences with someone else.
Exactly. Hey, if you're free after your adventures, maybe we could grab a coffee or explore together?
I'd like that. It's always fun to see the city through someone else's eyes.
Great. Let's exchange contacts. What's the best way to reach you while we're here?
Here's my number, and if you use any messaging apps, let me know which one works best for you.
I mostly use WhatsApp. It keeps things simple, especially internationally.
Perfect. I'll send you a message so you have my contact.
Thanks, Tomi. This trip just got a lot more interesting.
Agreed. It's not every day you meet someone with similar interests on a flight.
True. What's the first thing you plan to do once we land?
Probably head to the hotel and drop off my bags. Then it's off to the nearest cafe. I've heard their local brews are excellent.
That sounds like a plan. Maybe I can join you after my conference session tomorrow?
Absolutely. It's a date then.
Looking forward to it. Do you have any special places you want to visit on this trip?
I'm hoping to visit the national park nearby. They say the hiking trails are fantastic.
Oh, I read about that. The views are supposed to be breathtaking.
Maybe you'd like to join me? It could be a fun day out.
I'd love to. I haven't planned much after the conference, so that would be perfect.
Great. It's settled then. We'll make a day of it.
It's a plan. Thank you, Tomi, for making this trip more exciting than I expected.
The pleasure is all mine, Sakura. Here's to new adventures and a new friendship.
To adventures and friendships. I'm really glad we met, Tomi.
Me too, Sakura.
Tomi and Sakura are both participants in a city marathon, which is known for its vibrant atmosphere and challenging course. It's a bright and sunny morning, and runners are gathering at the starting line, stretching and preparing for the race. Tomi notices Sakura nearby, and seeing that she looks experienced, he decides to strike up a conversation. This is their first time meeting, and they exchange friendly banter about their running experiences and goals for the race ahead.
Hey there. You look ready for the marathon. Is this your first one?
Hi. Actually, it's my third. How about you?
This is my second. The last one was pretty tough, but I'm hoping to improve today.
That's great. Which marathon did you run before?
It was the city marathon last year. How about you? Any memorable marathons?
I ran the Kyoto Marathon last year. It was beautiful, but the hills were challenging.
Kyoto must have been amazing. I've always wanted to run there. Did you enjoy it?
Absolutely. The scenery was worth the effort. Do you prefer running in cities or nature?
I think I like the energy of city marathons, but I've never tried one in nature. Maybe I should.
You definitely should. Running in nature is so refreshing. Do you train regularly?
I try to. Mostly weekends, though. How about you? You seem quite experienced.
I run about 3 times a week. It helps me clear my mind after work.
That's impressive. Do you have a specific goal for today's marathon?
I'm aiming to beat my personal best. What about you?
Same here. Aiming to shave a few minutes off my time. It's always a challenge.
It sure is. But the sense of accomplishment at the finish line is worth it.
Definitely. By the way, do you run with music or just enjoy the surroundings?
I usually enjoy the surroundings. It's a great way to stay present. You?
I mix it up. Sometimes music, sometimes just the sounds around me. Depends on the mood.
That sounds like a good balance. Do you follow a specific training plan?
I've been following a beginner's plan, but I'm thinking of stepping it up. Any recommendations?
There's a great intermediate plan that gradually increases intensity. It worked well for me.
I'll look into that. Thanks. Have you been running for long?
About 5 years now. How about you?
Just a couple of years. Still learning a lot, but I'm hooked.
That's awesome. It's always fun to keep improving. Any dream marathons you want to run?
I'd love to do the New York Marathon someday. What about you?
New York sounds incredible. I'm aiming for the Berlin Marathon next year.
Berlin is on my list too. Maybe we'll both be there.
That would be amazing. It's always more fun with fellow runners.
Absolutely. It's great meeting new people who share the same passion.
I agree. The running community is really supportive.
Speaking of which, do you have a running group you train with?
Yes, I do. We meet up on weekends. How about you?
I've been solo so far, but I'm thinking of joining a group. It seems like a good way to stay motivated.
It is. You should definitely try it. It's fun, and you learn a lot from others.
I'll give it a shot. Thanks for the tip.
No problem. Good luck today, Tomi. I'm sure you'll do great.
Thanks, Sakura. You too. Let's give it our best out there.
Tomi and Sakura are both participants in a charity event organized to raise funds for a local community project. The event is being held in a large park, with various activities like an auction, food stalls, and entertainment to engage the attendees. The atmosphere is lively, with volunteers and participants bustling around, contributing their time and energy to make the event a success. This is the first time Tomi and Sakura have met, and they quickly strike up a conversation while working on their respective tasks. As they share their motivations for volunteering and discuss the event, they find they share a common passion for helping others.
Hi there. I noticed you've been really involved with the event today. Is this your first time volunteering here?
Hello. Yes, it is. I've always wanted to get involved with something meaningful like this, and when I heard about this event, I knew I had to join. Have you been to this event before?
This is actually my first time at this specific event, but I've done some volunteer work with similar causes in the past. There's something really special about this one, though. What made you decide to volunteer here?
I've been looking for ways to give back, and when I learned about the mission of this charity, it really resonated with me. I think helping those in need, especially through events like this, is so important. What about you? How did you get involved?
I've always believed in helping others whenever possible. When I heard about this event, I felt it was a perfect opportunity to contribute. There's a real sense of purpose here, and it's inspiring to see so many people coming together for such a good cause.
It's incredible, isn't it? Seeing all these people united by the same desire to help really restores your faith in humanity. Have you done much volunteer work before this?
I try to volunteer as much as I can. There's something incredibly rewarding about seeing the impact of your efforts firsthand. It's one thing to donate money, but being here, physically contributing your time and energy, feels much more personal. How about you? Is this something new for you, or have you volunteered before?
I've done some smaller volunteer activities, but nothing on this scale. This is my first major event, and I'm already hooked. I can't wait to get involved in more activities like this. It's fulfilling in a way that's hard to describe, isn't it?
I know exactly what you mean. It's that sense of being part of something bigger, knowing that your actions, no matter how small, are contributing to a greater good. It's a feeling you can't quite replicate in any other aspect of life.
Absolutely. And it's also such a great way to meet new people who share the same values. I wasn't expecting to connect with so many like-minded individuals today. It's really refreshing.
That's one of the best parts of these events. The atmosphere here is so positive, and it's nice to be surrounded by people who genuinely care about making a difference. It's like an instant community, even though we're all strangers.
It really is. So what exactly are you helping with today? You seem pretty busy over there.
I'm helping with setting up the auction area. It's been a bit of a workout, but it's coming together nicely. What about you? What's your role today?
I'm at the registration desk, welcoming people as they arrive and helping them get set up. It's been nonstop. But I've had the chance to meet so many wonderful people. Everyone has their own unique reason for being here, and it's been really inspiring to hear their stories.
That sounds like a great spot to be in. I imagine you've heard some pretty amazing stories. It's those personal connections that remind us why we're here, don't you think?
Absolutely. Hearing people talk about their experiences and what this charity means to them really puts everything into perspective. It makes all the effort and preparation worth it.
Definitely. It's those moments that really hit home and make you realize just how important events like this are. So do you have any plans after the event wraps up today?
I was thinking of sticking around to help with the cleanup. It feels like the right thing to do after such a meaningful day. Plus, it's another opportunity to meet more people and maybe even plan for future events. What about you? Any post-event plans?
I had the same thought. It's nice to see things through to the end and make sure everything is wrapped up neatly. And like you said, it's another chance to connect with others who are passionate about giving back.
Exactly. It's also a good way to reflect on the day and all the good we've done. I'm really glad we got to chat today. It's not every day you meet someone who shares the same passion for helping others.
I feel the same way. It's been great getting to know you, Sakura. I hope this won't be the last time we work together. There's always another event around the corner, and it's always better when you have a group of like-minded people to do it with.
I couldn't agree more, Tomi. I'd love to stay in touch and get involved in more events like this. It's so much more motivating and enjoyable when you're part of a team.
Absolutely. Well, here's to making a difference together, today and in the future.
Cheers to that. Let's make sure we make the most of today and see where it takes us. I have a feeling this is just the beginning of something great.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Let's make it a day to remember, and who knows, maybe this will become a regular thing for us.
I'd really like that. It's nice to have someone to share this experience with. I think we've made a pretty good team today.
I think so too. It's funny how things work out. You come to help others, and you end up meeting great people along the way.
That's what makes these events so special. It's not just about the cause, but also about the connections you make.
Exactly. Well, I'll let you get back to your duties, but let's definitely catch up after everything's wrapped up. Maybe we can grab a coffee and chat more about future events.
That sounds like a great idea, Tomi. I'm looking forward to it. Let's make the rest of the day count.
Absolutely. See you later, Sakura. Let's finish strong.
See you, Tomi. Let's do this.
Tomi and Sakura both find themselves at a vibrant cultural festival held in the heart of the city. The festival is known for its lively atmosphere, filled with colorful decorations, traditional music, and various performances that celebrate the local culture. There are also numerous food stalls offering traditional dishes, as well as craft stalls selling handmade items. It's the first time Tomi and Sakura have attended this particular festival, and they meet for the first time amidst the bustling crowd. As they explore the festival together, they engage in conversation, sharing their excitement about the performances, food, and cultural experiences they're enjoying.
Hi there. This festival is really something, isn't it? Have you been to one like this before?
Hello, it's truly incredible. Actually, this is my first time at this particular festival. I've been to similar ones, but this one seems really special. How about you?
This is my first time here too. I've heard so much about it over the years, and I figured it was finally time to experience it for myself. I'm glad I did. It's even better than I expected. What do you think of it so far?
I'm absolutely loving it. The energy, the colors, the music, it all comes together so beautifully. There's just so much to see and do. Have you checked out any of the performances yet?
I caught a glimpse of the traditional dance performance earlier. It was mesmerizing. The dancers were so graceful, and the music really added to the atmosphere. Did you get a chance to see it?
I did. It was amazing, wasn't it? The way they moved with such precision and elegance was captivating. I also loved the traditional instruments they used. It's fascinating to see such rich cultural expressions.
Absolutely. It really makes you appreciate the history and traditions behind it all. I think that's what I love most about festivals like this. They're like a window into the culture. Have you tried any of the food stalls yet?
I've only had a few snacks so far, but everything looks so tempting. I'm planning to try the takoyaki next. It's one of my favorites. How about you? Have you tried anything good?
I had some yakisoba earlier, and it was fantastic. I'm eyeing the taiyaki next. I've got a bit of a sweet tooth. It's hard to choose with so many delicious options around.
Taiyaki sounds great. There's something about enjoying traditional foods at a festival that just makes them taste even better. It's like you're getting the full cultural experience.
Definitely. Food is such a big part of any culture, and festivals like this give you a chance to really dive in and savor it. Do you go to a lot of cultural festivals?
I try to go to as many as I can. I think it's a wonderful way to learn about and appreciate different cultures. Plus, they're just so much fun. Each one has its own unique vibe and attractions. How about you? Do you attend festivals often?
I love exploring different cultures through their festivals. It's like a mini adventure every time. There's always something new to discover, whether it's a type of food, a style of music, or a traditional craft. It's like traveling without leaving the city.
Exactly. It's like a little cultural journey right in your own backyard, and it's always nice to meet people who share the same interest. I didn't expect to meet so many friendly people today.
I know what you mean. There's something about festivals that brings out the best in people. Everyone's here to enjoy themselves and soak up the culture. By the way, have you had a chance to explore the craft stalls yet? They've got some really beautiful handmade items.
Not yet, but I've been meaning to. I love looking at handmade crafts. There's so much creativity and skill that goes into each piece, and they're always so unique. Have you found anything you like?
I picked up a hand-painted fan earlier. It's really well made, and I thought it would be a nice keepsake from the festival. Plus, it's practical. I can use it to stay cool while I'm here. There are so many beautiful things to choose from, though. It's hard to decide.
That sounds like a perfect souvenir. I'll definitely have to check out the stalls later. It's always nice to bring home something to remember the day by, especially something handmade with such care.
For sure. It's like taking a piece of the festival home with you. And who knows, maybe it'll inspire you to come back next year. Speaking of which, are you planning to stay for the evening performances? I hear they're supposed to be incredible.
Yes, I'm definitely staying. I've heard so much about the Lantern Parade. It sounds magical. I think it's the perfect way to end the day. Are you staying too?
I wouldn't miss it. The idea of all those lanterns lighting up the night sounds amazing. I've seen pictures, but I'm sure it's even more breathtaking in person. It's going to be the highlight of the festival, for sure.
I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's moments like that which make festivals so special, the shared experiences that create lasting memories. I'm glad we got to meet and chat today, Tomi. It's always nice to make new friends at events like this.
I feel the same way, Sakura. It's been great getting to know you. Maybe after the lantern parade, we can grab a bite to eat or check out more of the festival together.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. There's still so much to explore, and it's always more fun with someone to share it with. Let's make the most of the rest of the day.
Absolutely. I'm sure there are plenty of surprises left to discover. Shall we start with the craft stalls? I'd love to see what catches your eye.
Let's do that. I'm curious to see what unique items they have. And who knows, maybe I'll find the perfect souvenir too.
Sounds like a plan. And after that, we can grab some more food. Maybe try something neither of us has had before.
I'm always up for trying something new. That's one of the best parts about festivals, the chance to step out of your comfort zone and experience something different.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad we bumped into each other today. It's not every day you meet someone who's as excited about festivals as I am.
I agree. It's been great talking with you, Tomi. Let's make the rest of the day one to remember.
Definitely. Let's go explore and see what other surprises this festival has in store for us.
Lead the way. I'm ready for the adventure.
Tomi and Sakura have just started a soft skills course that focuses on communication, teamwork, and conflict resolution. The course is designed to help participants improve their interpersonal skills, which are essential in both professional and personal settings. The class is composed of individuals from various backgrounds, all looking to enhance their ability to work effectively with others. This is the first time Tomi and Sakura have met, and they find themselves sitting next to each other during the first session. As the class progresses, they strike up a conversation, sharing their motivations for joining the course and discussing what they hope to achieve by the end of it.
Hi there. I noticed we're in the same soft skills course. Is this your first time taking a course like this?
Hello. Yes, it is. I've been wanting to improve my communication and teamwork skills, so I thought this would be a great place to start. What about you? Have you taken any courses like this before?
I've done a few workshops here and there, but this is my first time taking a full course focused on soft skills. I figured it was time to really dive in and make some improvements. What motivated you to join this course specifically?
I've realized how important these skills are in both my personal and professional life. I want to become more confident in speaking up and collaborating with others. I think it's something that can really make a difference. How about you? What are you hoping to get out of it?
I've always been a bit on the shy side, especially in group settings, so I'm hoping this course will help me break out of my shell. Plus, I think improving these skills will be a big boost for my career. It seems like these days, soft skills are just as important as technical skills.
That's so true. It's great that you're taking the initiative to work on that. I think we're all here to learn and grow, so it's nice to be surrounded by like-minded people. Have you done anything like this before, in a work setting?
Not really, which is why I thought this course would be a good starting point. I've done a lot of self-study, but nothing beats real-life practice with others. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but I think that's part of the growth process, right?
Definitely. Stepping outside our comfort zones is where the real improvement happens. I'm glad we're in this together. It's always easier when you have someone to share the experience with.
I agree. Speaking of which, what part of the course are you most excited about? For me, it's the public speaking segment. I've always found that challenging, but I know it's something I need to get better at.
Public speaking is a big one for me too. But I'm also really interested in the conflict resolution section. I think it's such a valuable skill to have, especially in the workplace. Being able to handle conflicts effectively can make a huge difference in team dynamics.
That's a great point. Conflict resolution isn't something that comes naturally to everyone, so learning some strategies could be really helpful. I'm also curious about the teamwork exercises. It'll be interesting to see how we all work together, especially since we're all here to improve those skills.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that too. It'll be a great opportunity to apply what we're learning in a real setting. Plus, it's always nice to meet new people and see how everyone approaches things differently. I think we'll learn a lot from each other as well as from the course.
For sure. I think the group activities will be really insightful. You can't really learn teamwork from a book, right? It's something you have to experience and practice with others.
Exactly. And the feedback we'll get from both the instructors and our peers will be invaluable. It's one thing to know your strengths and weaknesses, but it's another to have others help you see things you might not have noticed about yourself.
That's a really good point. I'm looking forward to the feedback, even though it might be a bit tough to hear at times. But that's all part of the learning process. So, what do you do outside of improving your soft skills?
I work in marketing, so communication is a big part of my job. But in my free time, I enjoy reading and trying out new recipes. I find cooking to be a great way to relax. How about you?
I'm in IT, so I'm usually dealing with technical stuff, which is why I wanted to focus on soft skills. Outside of work, I like hiking and playing the guitar. It's a nice balance between being outdoors and having a creative outlet.
That's awesome. It sounds like we both have a good mix of interests. It's nice to have hobbies that balance out our work lives. It's important to have that balance, don't you think?
Definitely. It helps to have something different to focus on outside of work. It keeps things interesting and gives you a break from the usual routine. Do you have any specific goals for this course?
I'd say my main goal is to become more confident in my interactions with others, both at work and in my personal life. I want to be able to express myself more clearly and effectively. How about you?
My goal is to be more comfortable speaking in front of groups and to improve my ability to collaborate with others. I think those will help me a lot in my career and in life in general. It's all about being able to connect with people better.
Those are great goals. I think if we stick with it and put in the effort, we'll both make a lot of progress. It's nice to meet someone who's just as motivated to improve.
Likewise, Sakura. I'm glad we got to talk. Maybe we can partner up on some of the exercises in the course. It's always good to have a study buddy.
I'd like that, Tomi. It's definitely more encouraging when you have someone to practice with. Let's help each other make the most of this course.
Absolutely. Here's to becoming better versions of ourselves and making some new friends along the way.
Cheers to that. I'm excited to see where this journey takes us. I think we're both going to get a lot out of it.
I agree. It's going to be challenging, but I think that's what makes it worth it. So are you planning on using what you learn here right away at work?
Definitely. I'm hoping to apply these skills as soon as possible, especially in team meetings and presentations. I think it'll make a big difference. What about you?
Same here. I'm looking forward to seeing how these skills translate into real-world situations. I think it'll be interesting to see how much we grow by the end of the course.
I'm sure we'll notice a big difference. It's exciting to think about where we'll be in just a few weeks. I'm really glad we're doing this together.
Me too. It's always better when you have someone to share the experience with. Let's make the most of it and see how far we can go.
Absolutely. Here's to growth and new opportunities.
Tomi and Sakura have just met during a professional training course. Both of them are looking to enhance their skills and advance in their careers. Tomi works in IT, specifically in software development, and is eager to expand his knowledge and leadership abilities. Sakura, who works in marketing, is particularly interested in improving her project management skills. They begin their conversation by discussing their motivations for joining the course and quickly find common ground in their desire to grow professionally. As they talk, they decide to team up and support each other throughout the training, realizing that collaboration and networking will be key to making the most of this opportunity.
Hi there. I noticed we're both in this professional training course. Is this your first time taking a course like this?
Hi. Yes, it is. I've taken some workshops before, but this is my first time in a full training program. What about you? Have you done anything like this before?
I've done a few workshops too, but nothing this comprehensive. I figured it was time to dive deeper into my professional development, especially since my role at work has been expanding. What motivated you to join this course?
I've been looking to sharpen my skills, especially in project management. With all the projects I'm handling, I feel like this course will really help me grow and manage everything more effectively. How about you? What are you hoping to gain?
I'm in a similar situation. I've been handling more responsibilities at work lately, and I want to make sure I'm equipped to manage everything efficiently. Plus, I'm hoping to learn some new strategies that I can apply right away. I think this course will really give us both a boost.
That's great. It's always good to stay ahead of the curve. What field are you in?
I work in IT, mainly in software development. There's always something new to learn, and I want to make sure I'm keeping up with the latest best practices. How about you?
I'm in marketing, so I'm constantly juggling multiple projects at once. That's why I'm really interested in the project management parts of this course. It's all about finding better ways to stay organized and meet deadlines.
Sounds like this course will be really valuable for both of us. Have you had a chance to look at the syllabus? There's a lot packed into these sessions.
Yes, I did. I'm especially excited about the sections on time management and leadership. Those are areas I'm really looking to improve in. What about you? Any particular part of the course you're looking forward to?
I think the leadership segment is going to be crucial for me. I've been leading a small team recently, and I want to make sure I'm doing it effectively. Time management is another big one. There never seems to be enough hours in the day.
I can relate to that. It's one thing to have the skills, but being able to manage your time and resources effectively really makes all the difference. Do you think you'll be able to apply what you learn here right away?
I hope so. My goal is to start implementing some of the techniques as soon as I get back to work. I think it's important to put what we learn into practice quickly so it sticks. What about you? How do you plan to use what you learn?
I'm already thinking about how I can use some of these strategies in my current projects. I think the key is to stay flexible and adapt what we learn to our specific situations. Each work environment is different, so it's about finding what works best in your context.
That's a good approach. Adaptability is key, especially when you're managing different projects and teams. By the way, do you know anyone else in the course?
Not really. I came here on my own, hoping to meet some new people and expand my network. It seems like a great opportunity to connect with others in different fields. How about you?
Same here. It's always interesting to hear how people from other industries handle similar challenges. I think we can all learn a lot from each other. Have you had any previous experience with cross-industry collaboration?
A little, but not as much as I'd like. I think that's one of the reasons I'm excited about this course. It's a chance to learn from people with different perspectives and approaches. Have you worked with people outside of IT before?
A few times, mostly on interdisciplinary projects. It's always enlightening to see how different fields tackle problems. I think it broadens your own perspective and helps you become more versatile in your approach.
Absolutely. It's refreshing to get new perspectives and see how different industries approach problem solving. I'm really looking forward to the group activities. Those should be a great way to collaborate and learn from each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. It's one thing to learn theory, but working together in groups really brings those concepts to life. Plus, it's a chance to practice our communication skills, which is something I'm always looking to improve.
Communication is such a key part of any job, and it's something we can always improve on. I'm glad we got to chat. Maybe we can partner up for some of the exercises. It's always easier when you know someone in the group.
I'd like that. It's always nice to have someone you know in the group. Let's make the most of this course and help each other out along the way. What do you think will be the biggest challenge in this course?
I think balancing everything we're learning with our current workload will be a challenge. It's going to take some real time management skills to apply what we learn without getting overwhelmed. But I think if we stay focused and organized, we'll manage just fine.
That's a good point. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day work and not make time to implement new strategies. I think having a support system, like working with someone else from the course, will help keep us accountable.
Definitely. It's always better when you have a study buddy to keep you motivated and on track. Plus, it's a great way to exchange ideas and get feedback on how you're applying what you've learned.
Agreed. I think we're both going to get a lot out of this experience. It's always better when you have someone to share the journey with. Let's make this course count and really take our skills to the next level.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to working with you, Tomi. Let's make the most of it and see how much we can grow.
Same here, Sakura. Here's to a successful course and learning as much as we can.